Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you are doing well. So we are moving towards your lecture again today. In the last class we have discussed about how to create a purchase order, and now we are moving ahead from that step, and we also looked over how do you check the stock through stock overview. Now in order to receive any goods and services and purchase order, after that what happens is that goods arrive at your warehouse. Once you order the goods, and for example we wrote that we need them after 5 days, so after 5 days or 8 days the things will come at our warehouse, so we will have to do the good receipt in the system. The personnel from the transport company will present you the goods receipt note that you will sign, and that will act as a good receipt as a confirmation that you have received the goods and services, and based that on that you will do the good receipt in the SAP. So what actually we're gonna do is that if you see this case that they have told you that you have to now receive the goods and services. So first we need to open post good movements in material management, and then we need to find the purchase order that we already booked. In case you are unable to find out the last purchase order, I will tell you how to do that. So अगर आपने कहीं नोट नहीं किया है तो आपको मैं बता देता हूँ how we gonna do that. First step, we will go to post good movements. So here we go. It's in the material management. Why it's working like this? Just a second. Go to home. Okay, it will be in warehouse management. Let me refresh it. We will go to the warehouse management section. Okay, so here we will find the product good movement, and from here we will have to select this or purchase order in this field, the purchase order one. In case you don't remember the purchase order, you will have to click this magnifying glass, and then you have to go to purchase document per supplier, and you need to add your vendor code. Remember the Dallas company or my vendor code is 103005 because 005 is my ID. So you people have to add your ID, and then you will be able to find the purchase order you previously created. So now I will track it via the date. I ordered in the last class I made this one 12 or 14, but the last one that I've created is on 19. So you will have to look over which one you created as per the case study. So 19 is the one that I would like to receive, and in this I added both keypad and knee pads. So it will show me after I enter. Okay, now it is showing me. Now one item is locked. You see that it is not able to. I'm not able to select it. So first I will have to enable the editing. For that I will go at the left pane and the pink thing that is 898, the PO number, and I will have to click that. Okay, I have double clicked on it. Now it is letting me add the inventory. So what I will do is that I will simply select 50 units and 50 elbow pads, and there are few things that we need to check as well. Like here we study the change the PO number and opened it, and then we have selected both of these items. We have also selected two items because our quantity was 50. So we know you need to make sure your S location is fine, that is and quantity is 50 and it's of unrestricted use. So I need to see that all these are done. So location is already set, I know, and but you people can check it. Restricted, you can make it block or quality inspection, for example, if there is any issue, so you can block it or you can send it to quality inspection as well. So I will just configure these two items only and check mark them because I need to receive these in these quantity, that is 50 and here 50, and I will just post it, and this is how I will get the document number and my good receipt will be completed. So this is how we have completed the goods receipt, and we have the material number as well, material document number. So hope you would have had a good understanding and you people can practice as well. So in the next tutorial I will explain you how to move forward with this thing and the process of procurement.